Hi everybody. Alright, so this is a series of videos of the ones that you should have seen before you'd seen some ones in the past. What am I talking about? Well, anyone that watched a few weeks ago, you can see that little terminal block I'm kind of playing with down and to the left from the grounding blocks. That is where I'm collecting a bunch of spare wires for some electronics behind the panel, right? So we've got some LED lights that we plugged in there and a few other things, and including all of the lighting bus stuff, which I will explain in a second, for all the avionics. So that's been replaced with a much bigger one, which I needed. And while and while that's great, I never really got to explain the idea behind this premise anyway. So we're going to do a quick explanation. On the other side of the sub panel is the GAD27 electronic controller, right? Controls flaps, trim, lights. Let's see what I mean. Yeah, your lighting bus, LED lights, all of that. And so what I'm doing here is I'm connecting up all of the lighting bus wires for all the various avionics. So, you know, both displays, the autopilot controller, the audio panel, and I think, yeah, the radio as well, and the GNX 375. Not the G5. The G5 doesn't play with this, doesn't like to play with its lights. It's separate. But we've got 6 instruments that the electronic controller can then kind of, control the brightness of. You can always let the auto sensors and the displays do that themselves, which is fine, but if you'd like to have the ability, this is what you do. And I want to have the ability. It's there, I might as well install it. So each avionic component that has a display will have one wire that comes out of it and plugs into one of 3 wire buses. Well, it's basically, like I have 6 pieces, and it's going to go into 3 wires. So you just splice them together with the wire that's going into the electronic controller, right? And there's 3 ports for that. So I call them buses, which it is. Anyway, I've got them split into 2 buses, not 3. There's 3 available. I only have 2. Why? Terminal block I have only has 2 spots on it. If I had 3, I would have done that, but at the time I only had 2. Anyway. The idea is that you've got, 6 wires coming from the avionics. They have ring tabs, ring terminals, crimped onto the end of the wires, and then 3 of them are then stacked on top of each other and screwed in to the terminal block. And then the other side has a wire with a ring terminal that then goes and plugs into the electronic controller. See how easy that is? So I've got 2 of those junctions where 3 wires are going into each, right? One for each avionic. Works great. And which you're going to see. Alright, so we've got about a minute before I start testing this out. Let's do a miniature rant here. To whomever thought that gluten-free pancake mix was a good idea can go f*** themselves. You ruined everything else in life with your gluten-free crap. Now you've got to come for my pancakes. But I gotta say, of all the healthy options of stuff that I've started eating, I can deal, but it's like you had to ruin that too. 2020 hasn't screwed up enough stuff. Now you got to come after pancakes. Shame on you. Just awful, and you should feel shame. Oh, worse yet, I'm sorry, pumpkin spice gluten-free pancakes. Alright, so once I finally get around to... There we go. So we've got everything up, we got everything in. Now we're going to start testing the dimmers. Those are the dimmers I was telling you about. I will get a better picture of those for the next video. And there we go. Look at that. I know it's kind of hard to see because I've got it all sped up, but... So the dimmer works, right? Works great. Alright, so that's about it. Update, so I'm in my new hangar. It's all done. The move is 98% done. I just have to finish organizing a couple things, and then I will feel relieved. Relieved enough that I'll actually start working on the plane again. Seriously, it's been like 7 weeks. I haven't touched anything. I'm just, I don't know, feeling complacent? I don't know. I mean, it's a big project. It's okay to feel that way. Alright, next video, we'll be doing some more cool stuff. Yeah, look at that dimming. That's awesome. All right, thank you for joining me, everybody, and see you soon.